All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there. And we're just going to get into a quick lesson. All right, it's the hot topic. All right, since last night, you had another assassination attempt on Donald Trump, and that's bringing a spirit of a division, spirit of sedition, okay, and just in general a whole spirit of distrust in this place, because you have a lot of these like I like to call them, these red-blooded, all right, Americans, these constitutionalists, in particular white America. They're they're seeing this as a threat. Okay, what I mean by that is that they see that their rights are about to be taken away because they really believe that this is all orchestrated by the left. Okay, because you got to remember this character Donald Trump is white America's savior right now. You see, so they're ready to go to war with their government. It's pretty obvious. All right, and it's going to happen because it's a prophecy. I got something. Unless you don't have anything.
I got a couple of them, but go ahead.
Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Excuse me, hold on. You said that's the 2nd Ezra 15?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what? I was holding it.
Khan. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 16 now. For there shall be sedition among men. All right, you see? And that word sedition goes into an uprising against, the government. And you're going to have these, like I said, these constitutionalists, these, ultra right wingers, whatever you want to call them, they're going to eventually stand up against this government. You see? It's going to get real serious out here. And then you have all, these, they're going to battle, the leftists, these, what is it, like Antifa, characters like that, and groups and organizations like that. There's going to be a huge clash. Hey, they've been pushing that whole Civil War spirit for a long time out here.
Class wars.
Yep. Yeah, all sorts of things. Class wars, civil wars. All right. There's going to be race wars. It's going to get real wild out here in America. And I'm going to keep reading. It says, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the modern day kings and princes are, your different leaders out here. Your presidents, mayors, congressmen, all right, so on and so forth. You see, all right, and they're not going to regard them. They're not going to care about their opinions. They're not going to listen to the law anymore. And it's like I said, it's going to get real, and we're already seeing it. All right. And I'll say this is all a psyop, by the way, because the first assassination attempt, people debunked that whole situation. Because if he got shot with the, with the rifle, right, his whole ear should have been like basically damn near blown off. You see? All right. And, and this time around, it's just all of a sudden now, you had a Secret Service agent, okay? He was able to stop it in time. Come on, man. You see? It's like, but it's to attack the minds of the common person out here. Because look, ultimately the elites want these people to to uprise, have their sedition, so then they have justification in bringing in that martial law. That's what it all comes down to.
Yep. And that's also in the scriptures in the book of Daniel. You know, that's a tactic that Esau took, man. All right, but this is Daniel 6:2. It says, and over these three presidents of whom Daniel was first, that the princes might give accounts unto them, and the king should have no damage. So it's talking about the true king, the true rulers being the elites behind the closed doors. They set up these different puppet leaders, you know, so they can exact an agenda. All right, and when those puppet leaders don't do exactly what they say, you know, even though Trump is still set up, you know, all that is fake. Sometimes when leaders do start to go against the grain, then they set up assassination. But it wouldn't have been an attempt. They would have been off this dude, man. You
Yep.
know, this is just you know a psyop. You know, just like the brother said, so that they can bring out have an excuse to bring martial law into the streets and to bring about mass sea hipping and have a digital borders so they can keep control over people. But for you to give up control, man, and say that you need help, man. They're
Yep.
gonna put shit out here so badly. I mean, of course, the Most High is gonna be orchestrating it, and he's not gonna have a hold over or a power over it. But he's gonna try to make it. He's gonna use it to the best of his ability, man. You know what's the old saying? Never let a good crisis go to waste. You
Yep.
know, hey, that's exactly the spirit that he's in, man. What you
Can,
got,
can I
brother?
can I get this real quick to back you up? This is Daniel 8:24, and this is originally going into Antiochus Epiphany, which is Antiochus the fourth. Okay, but we could use this for all Edomites, you know, because they
Yep.
come in the same spirit. Basically, this is Daniel 8:24, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, because ultimately, as the elder brother Lahab said, Yahweh Shemel Shai is controlling this. You know, the Lord is allowing Esau to do X, Y, Z things. Okay, and it says, and he shall destroy wonderfully. See, he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy, meaning all his laws, okay, that he puts into place, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. And the reason why I brought that out is because you mentioned how they're going to say this is for your basically your safety. You need this, all right? You know, the people are going to ask for assistance for protection. You see, you know, this is for your own good, and really he's going to take you down. And I'll say this. Um, Another reason why they're pushing all these, you know, assassination attempts, or all these, school shootings, is because they're trying to disarm the nation. All right, and what was that quote? I think Rapaya posted it, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was by oh God, was it by Hitler? If I'm not mistaken, it says basically in order to control a nation, disarm them. I think it was something under those lines. Forgot
Yep.
who made that quote and how it was exactly worded, but something under those lines. All right,
And
all
that's
right.
why the good old boys.
Yep,
Like
and it's the truth though, because how can one defend themselves if they have no weaponry? You know what I mean?
it.
And I'm just speaking in general. All right, because ultimately we know that Yahweh Shem Shai can intervene, and that's what he's going to
Yep.
do for the elect, for his chosen people. But that's a whole nother topic within itself, you know. But I got a little more just to finish this off. It says, "He shall also stand up against the prince of princes," talking about Yahweh Shai, "and he shall be broken without hand." All right, which when Yahweh Shai comes back, it's a wrap for this guy. All right.
That's right.
Uh,
I got two scriptures for you since you had mentioned that peace and safety, and yeah, that's definitely it's really gonna be it's either whoever gets in office, whether it's Kamala or it's DJ Trump, it's gonna be the same. People are gonna fight if he gets in office. Or we might just go into World War III or such and so forth. Or hey, lovely if she gets in office because either way, whether she presses to the mark like that, or Donald Trump gets assassinated, it's gonna be all out war, man.
yep.
For one, they're pushing gun control. And them, hey man, these Edomites don't want to give up their sword, man. It's their sword. The Lord gave it to them. They love guns, man. They 3D print guns. They make guns out of shit in their backyard, man. they
Yeah.
but
And I was
this
gonna
is a
say, real quick, and you got to remember too, these lower level Edomites, they believe in the Constitution, says that I have a right to bear arms. And see what's happening with these, low level Edomites for the past few decades. All right, past generation or two, they're starting to see their blessings slip away from them. You know, they're losing their land. You got to remember, hey, these guys own, okay, let's say acre, 2, 3, 4, 5, acres of land. They're losing these things. They're losing their summer homes. They're losing their boats. Their vacations. You know what I mean? That luxury. It's slipping from their hands. While their brethren, hey, those that are in power, right? They're gaining everything, and it's pissing them off. All right, so they're ready to fight and die, for the little bit that they got. You know, you
Yep.
see, and like how you said, hey man, they don't want to give away that blessing. Talking about that sword. That's for all Edomites. This is my blessing. This is my inheritance. Why would they want to give that away? That's what makes them superior. To be honest, they got the whole earth in subjection through that sword. So why would they want to give it up? Come on, man. That keeps all you people in check. Look, hey, no nigger, spick, Arab, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Can run up and try to take their stuff. You know what I mean? You see?
Hey man, what that one Edomite say? He said, I forgot how he explained that gun. He must have said, I got such and such on this, but all I remember him saying, then the guy a switch. He yelled out, man, and it had that switch on that gun. He basically turned it into this semi-automatic rifle, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he was bragging about that shit. Just like the one Edomite that took them two jakes into the woods and shot him up with the switch. He demonstrated. Don't go with no
Yep.
Edomite in the woods, man. He about to demonstrate to you. Yeah, he demonstrated on their ass, man. He sent their ass straight to the spirit world, man. But
Good.
hey, that's good. That season, this is the season that we're in. We're in judgment season. This is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. It's starting verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? And this is Ezra saying, the prophet saying, who gonna deliver me, man? It's gonna be that bad out here. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. In the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Because he's saying the powers shall stand in great fear. You're gonna actually have governments in great fear, man, because he's now not gonna have control over what's going on. Even though he's gonna create a famine, the Lord is also create a famine, man. All right. The Lord is also, although he's using Esau, the Lord is gonna make it greater, just like he did in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
When those magicians were thrown out, what was it? Damn, I forget their names. Uh, 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 I think it starts with an R, but Salaki. I was just reading it the other day, but yeah. It says those you stood before Moses, man. You couldn't stand before Moses, man. Those different magician warlocks, so like those magi, whatever you would call them, of the Egyptians. They were thrown out their place. Then it came to a point where they had said that this is the thumb of the Most High. We can't go against this. That's what they said to Pharaoh. All right.
Oh.
So you just further destroying your kingdom into the point where you're appeasing the Most High's wrath when He lets these angels loose. Because that's how we wait on the Lord to give the four angels. This they're standing. What does it say? That they're holding back the four winds of heaven. That they hurt not the oil and the wine. Basically for the preservation of the prophets and the elect, man, so that we get this understanding and be ready for the day of battle when the Lord does bring these things. That's what we're arming men with. All right. But it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Because yeah, this is that season, it's judgment season. There's been a lot of celebrities getting off, a lot of the average niggas getting off, a lot of you women have been getting judged. Like the one lady, she got burned alive. She's still alive, but hey, man, she got some severe burns, man. Or the chick who got jumped by a pack of otters. But then also the Most High been sending you to the spirit world in some hilarious ways, man. All right, because nobody's. Hey, what does the scripture say in the book of Psalms? There is none to do us good. None of you are seeking out how about me outside and trying to observe how He wants things. So He's going to show you that that's not how He likes it, man. All
Mm-hmm.
right. It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. That's the reason why the Lord is just gonna drop you in great number, man. All right, that's why He's gonna just say, you know what, it's time to burn it. You know, because the part of the scourges before the ultimate judgment is gonna be the famine, the teeth of wild beasts. Those are amendments. All right, the Lord's just slowly correcting and showing you what He don't like. Although it's gonna be judgment at that time, it starts to rank up to a higher, great standard of how the Lord wants a sword to the nuclear missiles. You know, based on the times, man. The closer we get to the end, that's when the Most High is going to bring more and more judgment, more and more destruction, man. All right, earthquakes in diverse places, man. Notice it's been increasing in diverse places. You know, no, that's pretty much it on it though. You got it
Is
out.
there any more? Is there any more? What does it say in the next verse?
It says, "Before all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion."
The
Which
evils
is basically,
are growing. You know, hey, this division is a part of the evils. Okay, let me get this. This is Isaiah. Can you get real quick, where says a kingdom divided?
con.
This is Isaiah chapter 19. I'm gonna start at 1. Main point is in 2 though. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt. Okay, which that goes into the destruction. Behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, talking about the chariots or the UFOs, as this world will call them, and shall come into Egypt. It's not ancient Egypt. This is talking about modern day Egypt, which is America. Okay, it's this place that's known as spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. Okay, and it says, "And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it." Exactly, because once Yahweh Shah comes, these people are going to tremble, shake. Okay, fear is going to be really set in their hearts. And it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." And we're seeing that right now. These things are happening live. These people are ready, all right, to kill one another. They're at each other's throats. Because, you know, I live I live a little bit farther out of the city now, all right? About 45 minutes, hour, depending on traffic and all that, from downtown Chicago, right? And it's a whole different spirit out here. You know, it's not the same as the city of Chicago. And you know, in white America out here, they love Trump. All over my area, you got Trump 2024. Trump's taking the, you know, America back. You know, it's whatever. They got all these different you know, flags out here, right? You had somebody who had their flag for Harrison Waltz, right? And somebody recently, and I think this was actually last night, they must have did it. They literally spray painted in red, like a circle, you know, like in a line through it, you know, like a cancellation sign on that person's flag, bro. Hey,
This
they're
is
not
kind of
playing, bro. Hey, it's getting real, bro. Like, you know, this stuff is getting serious out here, you know. And it is funny because, you know, we're in the truth, so that we know this is all a bunch of BS, you know. But hey, it's turning up out here. Like I've been saying as of recent lately, in my area, you had an Edomite walking around with Confederate shorts on, and we're not in the South, mind you. You know what I'm saying? We're we're in the Yankee states. You know what I mean? All
Hey
right.
man, but that's what you really got to realize is that, you know, although these states are you got some states that are blue, it's more red states than blue states. You know, that Esau don't
Yeah.
really tell you about, but in every one of those states, nobody's completely red or completely blue. So
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
why this judgment is going to be epic. It's going to come, man, with this division. But I got the Isaiah and I got
So
this
like,
Matthew.
let me finish this off. I got a little bit more. It says,
Come.
"And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." You see, it's nothing but division, man, in Esau society right now. You're gonna have actual family members war with one another in the days to come. You know, people who have been best friends for years and years and years, war. Okay, neighbors that have known each other for 2 decades, they are gonna be at each other's throat. This is what's coming to this place, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Hey, we clap. All right, hey, we take a shot. You know what I'm saying, to the downfall of this place. We laugh. We're living in some great times, man.
That's right.
Okay, you know, for those who are serving Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, because we're seeing the downfall of our enemies right now, right before our eyes. Okay,
Uh,
what you got, Doc?
that was that Isaiah you just read.
Yeah, Isaiah 19.
The water. Salaki. Well, yeah, this is that Matthews 12 that you had called for. This is Matthews 12 and 25. And Yahweh Shah knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every
Woo!
city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Exactly. All right. You know, this kingdom is divided, and it's going to be brought into to desolation. All right, it's going to fall. And Esau was granted this, you know, a mighty blessing, which is the sword. And what's so funny, okay, is that same sword that he got to conquer this whole world, right? That's you know, that blessing to conquer this world is what's going to take him down. Isn't that ironic?
It's like that
Esau is literally
episode.
going to be he's going to use his own blessing against himself.
Con.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
And I was gonna say it's like that episode of Spartacus when the last yeah, it was the last episode. You know when he was fighting Crashes and he took his blade and he thrust him through with his own sword. So basically, this man's own power from the sword had been his own demise, man. And that's kind of how it's gonna be with Esau. You know, like that Carduceus. You know, the Carduceus when the snake is eating itself, man. That
Oh
symbolism of
yeah.
Esau destroying himself, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's gonna take the Russians and the Medes. It's like the Russians who are the Medes. You know, the modern day Medes. You know, who are actually Edomites, man. All right, and the little hats, you know, the least of the flock, drawing out America to this war is gonna get all this shit cracking, man. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
with invasions on Iran and invasions on these other countries, man. But then again, once again, that miry clay is gonna be the demise of these nations, man. All right, because everybody that's a part of NATO is gonna turn on America. You
Yep.
know, these
Exactly,
tin
man.
horns. Yep.
But everybody is gonna realize, which they already know, that the problem is the American, you know, system, the American Edomite. They believe that if we off her, we're good, but it's not. Because look, Yahweh Shah is coming back to, you know, you know, take them crowns, man.
Yep.
Because he's the King of Kings, Lords of Lords. All right.
Right, because these nations are so wicked. You know, they now that they kind of have a little power, and they know that they don't really need Esau like that, but they still want his blueprint. You know, which goes back into that admiration of the beast, man. All right,
Yep.
because you know you got the groups, they want to do the same. Y'all traditionally want to all do the same wickedness, and now you want that same power that America had. Now that since the Most High has raised up that spirit, you know, which he justified in destroying this place because of it. But the Lord, he basically got Esau a name through America. You know, the majority of Esau's name came through this superpower called America, man. It's this war machine, and that's the reason why the Lord is coming back and He's going to destroy it. You know, and nobody's going to have it. The Most High is going to be in control. Yahweh Shai is going to be in control. You know, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. All right, Yahweh, the Prince of Peace, Yahweh Shai, the Lord of Sabaoth. That's who's going to be in charge. The Lord of armies, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's right. You know, do you got more, or you got anything else?
Uh, nah, that's pretty much it.
Salakia. I'm gonna get this real quick because I mentioned it. Oh man, how's it worded? Oh, that's how it's worded. Salakia. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 7, and it reads, "There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy." And like I said earlier, you know, we're living in beautiful times. We're really seeing the downfall of our enemies. Okay? All right? Everybody is taking L's, man. Esau's losing. The black woman's losing. All these different nations are losing. 2/3 of our own people are losing.
Losing heavily.
This is beautiful, man.
All at once.
This exactly all simultaneously. These people aren't doing good out here. All right, these people are through out here. They have no hope, no vision. You know, these people can barely pay their bills. These people are getting evicted. You know what I'm saying? Getting their cars repoed. Whatever it is, they're not winning, man. They are not. There may be a small portion, okay, of people that are so-called getting some gain in this world, but for the most part, no one's getting getting W's, and even those people that are getting those little financial wins, hey, their life sucks.
Yep.
Their woman's against them. Their children. All right. They got ailments in the body. Whatever it is, man. Look, this kingdom is collapsing. That's it. That's all you can say. It's collapsing. It's a decadent society now. It's falling apart from the inside out. It's through. Look, our kingdom is on the rise right now. You know, and because you know what, it's a transferring of power. That's literally what we're seeing right now. You know, what is that, Sirach? What is that, 10?
Yeah, I got you.
I got it, Doc. Don't worry about it. I got it. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And real quick, can you get Wisdom of Solomon 6 and like 21? All right, and that's what we're seeing right now. Hey, the Lord, he's seeing that Esau is a bad manager of the earth. You know, this guy is a terrible manager. You know, all his employees are, depressed, upset. He's been destroying the house. You know what I'm saying? Which is the earth. You know, he's been using and abusing animals. All right. So hey, the Lord's getting to a point where he's got to fire this guy. He's got to can him, as they say. You know. You see? Do you got that by any chance?
Yeah, I got a couple two after that, but yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 verse 21. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the earth of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore.
Exactly, and that's what we're doing. And this is why you're starting to see, like I said, a transferring of powers. It's because the elect is returning unto wisdom, honoring wisdom. Okay? You know?
As for wisdom,
As the Salaki.
you
You know,
got it.
as we keep as the elect keeps getting sealed, and we keep practicing, our ancient customs, the Lord is fighting for us. And it's really evident, like, bro, that's why I be looking at Jake. Now I understand, brothers be going through some serious things at times, because we're still getting punished and it's no joke. But I be telling brothers, what is that whole woe is me spirit, man? Like, get that off you. Like, look what's happening. You should be ecstatic right now. You should be, on fire for this thing, because look at what's happening. The World War III's here, Civil War's here. Everybody's taking L's. Why are you crying? Why are you? I gotta say, why are you bitching, man? Hey, I get it. We're all in predicaments. I'm in predicaments too. Now, of course, hey, you crying to the Lord, but hey, like I said, at the same time, it's a balance. Hey, you should be joyful because we're winning, man. Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right. But I got one more real quick, Ak, and then whatever you have, I just want to finish this real quick. This is Sirach 10 and 8. because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. No, straight to the point. And then eventually, in due time, the Lord is going to give us the kingdom. Esau is not going to rule forever. This guy, if he does, as the scriptures say, no flesh shall be saved. This guy is on a kamikaze mode right now, man. He's trying to take everybody out with him. This dude's a real psycho. What you got it, brother?
This is Sirach chapter 26. Verse 4, it says, whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord, Yahweh Shai, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. Yeah, because the spirit of the Lord, you know, that's what has us good on this side, man. All right. While everybody else is catching ills, we're going through it as well, but the spirit of the Lord is guiding us through, even until the time where we're just out there, man. All right. You know, these people are through, and following Esau is a sure way to be destroyed, man. This man is prophesied to be destroyed in all his ways while he's existing. You know, it says, though his days be prolonged, man, it shall. Now it says, though it live a 1,000 years, you know, he shall be regarded as nothing worth. All right, Esau didn't even make it to 1,000 years. You know, you can put his different rulerships together, but at the most, he never really got that far, man. All right, but what is this? This is Sirach chapter 6, verse verse 2. It says, install not thyself in the counsel of thine own heart, that thy soul be not torn in pieces as a bull straying along. And that's another thing. Another reason why these people are destroyed, they're taught pride. You know, that's why when they do lose something, or they, you know, even if they're not going through it, sometimes these people be ready to off themselves, and that's what it's about to come down to. You know, a lot of these people are going to be jumping out of windows because they don't have a means to afford certain things. And also the way that Esau has these laws set up, it's unfair. But that's the reason why you're going to have a lot of chaos in the street, because the people's they don't have a hope in their spirit, man. All right, the Lord created hope with the faithful from the womb, like King David said in the book of Psalms, man. All right, when I was upon my mother's breast, you gave me hope. Shit. Hey, the Lord gave us a spirit of hope just to make it to the egg sac, man. Just the fact that she made it to that egg and became an embryo or whatever, you know, that shows that the Most High had given you that spirit of faith, man. It took faith for us to even get through that, man. But it's measures of faith with the Most High. The Most High is what's guiding us, man. That's why we'll say that us doing these righteous acts, you know, that's not what's going to get us saved, you know, but it is a part of it. All right. You still want to earn your way into your Father's good graces, man. You know, by showing him that you do love what he's about, you know, because the Most High, he's going to come and he's going to destroy sinners. It says the Most High here is not sinners, man. You don't want to look like Esau. You want to look like Yahweh Shai. All right.
Yeah. God.
You don't want to be puffed up, man. But it says a wicked soul shall destroy him that hath it, and shall make him to be laughed to scorn of his enemies. And that's exactly what's happening to E, and what's gonna be happening to E in the kingdom as he's getting his ass whooped, man.
Bring it out.
You got it out.
That's basically it. Don't really have anything else to say. Is that all you have, Ak?
Yeah, come.
Yeah. So hey, we're gonna end this lesson. You know, hey, if things are moving, that's a good thing. All right. Hey, just keep pushing, keep fighting, and eventually this whole nightmare is gonna be done with. Hey, but with that, hey, we're gonna end this lesson. With that, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh
Hashem,
Bahasham,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai
Hashem,
Bahasham Kakwadash.
Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all your brothers out there. Shalom and a Baba Ba. Shalom.
Shalom, Abba.
Shalom.